Hey guys, gals, non-binary pals, everything in between. It's Reagan back. I'm just gonna do an also live stream speaking about my sexuality because society has its own ideas when it comes to being transgender and sexuality. Because I got told, because I'm a trans girl, that I have to like girls because that's how society perceives it, which is completely wrong because if you think about it, any cisgendered person can be straight, gay, bisexual, anything, but then society thinks, wait, if you're transgender, shouldn't you like the same gender then? And I say no because I say my sexuality is very fluid. Like one day I can like a guy so much, and then the next day I can like a girl. Then give it another week, I can be into someone that's non-binary, which is literally my sexuality. So it's very fluid, and I don't personally think there's a definition for a fluid sexuality, but that's literally my sexuality, and that's literally how I feel. Because I have watched Ash Hardell's videos about sexuality and gender identity, and I literally understand them because there literally shouldn't be anything that says if you're a trans girl, you should like girls. If you're a trans guy, you should like guys. Because one of my best friends, who is a trans guy, has a girlfriend, and I totally support it because he likes girls. Where there's me that likes people full stop. I don't care what gender they are because I've had a little fling, I call it, with a non-binary person, which was amazing because I had known them for a while, but never had the guts to speak to them. And then one day I decided to text them and say like, "Hi, how are you?" And we're planning to meet up in Glasgow, but it didn't happen because they were feeling unwell. So I said to them, why don't I just come over to your place and then just like hang out?" And they said, "Sure, why not?" Which was good. So we were hanging out for 2 hours watching Netflix and chatting, which was amazing. And then from there, we were just chatting more, and then got fairly serious. And that's how much detail I put into it because I want to keep my page PG. And then from there, I met another trans guy. Was another fling, and we were chatting, we were flirting, and then from there, we started speaking more, flirting more. But I was looking into dating because since my last breakup, that was very messy. Lots of arguments and tiffs, I'll call it. And from that day, I haven't felt too comfortable with dating. So I'm open to have a fling with someone. If it happens, if it doesn't, I'm fine with that because last person I have texted is my ex, and I think they identify as gender fluid, which is, I'm totally fine with. I have no bother with that. And when he was my first ever boyfriend, because that was back before I came out as transgender, and so we were essentially a gay couple, which I was totally fine with because I was out as bisexual back then. I was like, I like boys, I like girls, and that was that's how I felt. And then from there, we ended up breaking up because that's what happens in relationships. You just have arguments, you break up. But with that boyfriend, we never really had an argument. We just decided for both of us, for our mental health, and we just thought we're young, we're stupid, so let's just got quits, and we did. And I hadn't texted them in a few years, I think about 5 years, and then one day I thought, you know what, we've kicked around not speaking for long enough, so I decided to text them, and we started speaking again, which was amazing. But that's it. And back to sexuality and gender identity. Personally, I don't feel as if you're a trans guy and you like girls, fair dues. If you're a trans girl and you like guys, fair dues. It's no bother because just because you don't feel comfortable with your gender doesn't have to say that you don't feel comfortable with a person from your birth gender, which is totally fine. I have no bother with it. No one should. And then I don't even speaking about it anymore. I'm just babbling on. I just, as I said in my last live stream video, I, although I identify as a trans girl, I mainly label myself as non-binary because I don't agree with the whole gender spectrum. It's just not my thing. So personally, I identify as non-binary, so use they them pronouns, and I'm open to date anybody from any gender identity, whether it be trans guy, trans girl, non-binary, gender fluid, anything. And that's literally how it is. And I forgot to do this on my last live stream, I think. Follow on social media, guys, because I have so much. I have Instagram. My Instagram is at REGXNWALKXR. That's my Instagram, and I try and post on Instagram as much as I can about life, about anything. And I'm taking part in a feminism movement program with the parliament, and our movement this year is Women in Sports, which is amazing because we managed to stretch the title, even though it says Women in Sports, into people in sports. So that's including LGBTQ plus people. So that's my Instagram, REIGXNWALKXR. And following on Twitter, which I try and tweet from all the time, which is also the same. REIGXNWALKXR. And I also have Snapchat, which is again the username is the same. REIGXNWALKXR. So add me on Instagram, follow me on social media, anything, people, because I want to really start a YouTube channel like Ash Hardell and Jazz Jennings, even, because I know there's so many LGBTQ plus YouTubers. I probably follow all of them on everything, but I want to have my own input because I can put across my opinion, because every single person has a different opinion over every matter. Because when I joined this program, it's called the Young Women's League. I, as of almost everyone, thought, wait, feminism, isn't that all about female empowerment? You know, it's really not. Feminism is just a person that believes in gender equality, which I believe in because I think every single person should have equality, whether they're LGBTQ plus or anything. And I know I went completely off topic because I didn't expect to speak about it so quickly. Thought there's so much more to speak about. But yeah, my sexuality is very fluid because I like people, full stop, really. And I know I said I'd post every Monday, but I got bored in my house. So I say I want to do another live stream. It'll be fun. And that's everything for today, guys. I'll probably post again in a few days and hopefully learn how to edit so I can do all that stuff. So thanks to everyone that's going to view this video and everyone that's watched it so far today. See you later, people. Peace. Yeah.